Advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible.
Morning, Facebook.
Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote. Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-207-1265. 800-207-1265. 800-207-1265.
This is Business 1110.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817. Toll free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817 is our call-in number. Right Path Real Estate wants to give you practical real estate investing information. What we know is in real estate investing, you're in business for yourself but not by yourself. So this is Build Your Team Tuesday. Want to welcome Benchmark Insurance into the house. Welcome. How are you doing this morning?
Thank you for having us, Tom.
Good. Excellent. So we were talking about, there's lots of different insurance companies that you can get homeowners insurance. And one of the things that we really teach in our business model is it's all about relationship. You get more done with relationship. I recently bought a house in Point Comfort, which is right across from Port Lavaca. And, I really didn't want to buy the house, but I was negotiating to get the house. And I always realize that I'm at the right number when I really don't care if they take the deal or they don't, right? So it's like if they took it, okay, fine, because that's going to create one set of headaches. And if they don't take it, okay, fine, then I've saved a bunch of headaches. So I offered $9,000 for this house. But one of the things that went into the factor of that price was I don't have any relationships down in Point Comfort. I don't know a cleaning company. I don't know an AC company. I don't know a glass, and it's 2 hours from here, so I'm not going to send my glass guy down there. And what I realize is, I've got a flooring guy here, I've got an air conditioner, I've got a general contractor, I've got it's all those. I've got all those relationships in place.
Right.
Where right now I pick up the phone, call a guy, hey, I need this done, boom, 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 it's done, right? But down there, I'm having to establish, and I also recognize that, a flooring guy here is pretty busy. How much business can a flooring guy have down there, right?
Right.
And so overhead is pretty much, office space is office space, warehouse space is warehouse space, right? So they've got their overhead burden is higher down there on if you were to spread it out among the volume that they do. So their prices are probably higher. But what am I going to do? I don't have the relationships. So business is relationships, right? I gave this analogy one time, in fact, this last Thursday at Base Camp. I was talking about that, we were up in Dallas for the Gillies event. Y'all support the Gillies event also. And I gave a tip at the beginning. I gave a $40 tip at a pizza place. Put down my Amex card, put a $40 tip, and I knew I was going to get great service that way. When I look at it, the overall bill was about $80, and I tipped $40 up front. Can you imagine? We got pretty good service, right? Why take a chance on service? I was establishing a good relationship right off the bat. We've got a great relationship with Benchmark. We go back and forth.
Right.
I find that sometimes people, when they're only shopping based on price, they don't understand all the things that go into the price. I come from an insurance background, so I recognize that, one company can have the lowest price today, not going to have the lowest price 6 months from now. You've got to build a relationship with an agency that understands the type of business that you have and what you're going to have, right?
Correct.
So let's talk a little about flood insurance. We talked about that before we started the show. You've got private flood and you've got federal flood insurance. Tell me a little bit about what are the differences there.
Well, you have FEMA, which is a government-funded policy.
Correct. Federal Emergency Management Agency, I think
exactly.
is
Exactly, and they're very, very tough to deal with.
Yeah.
They try to pay as little as they can on claims.
Of course.
Find any reason to deny you.
Saving the taxpayer money, right?
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they tell you that's your only option.
Sure, right.
Upon recently, these companies have been coming out of the woodworks and saying, hey, we'll start taking on flood
Right.
as a private flood.
Now, flood used to be covered in a general homeowner's policy,
used
right?
to.
So
Then
why did
Hurricane Allison.
Hurricane Allison.
Was it Tropical Storm Allison?
So, okay, so
2001.
Tropical Storm Allison came in, and prior to that, everybody had flood insurance on their
Everybody
home.
had flood on their home policy, and they lost billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they decided, hey, you know what? And that's what happens. A disaster happens, and they say, you know what? Let's take this off our policy.
Sure,
let's
right.
Let's increase wind and hail. And they try to structure the policy.
So how
to
come
benefit them.
instead of going to the federal government, they didn't just go to the reinsurance market, for example, and say, hey, we want to reinsure excess losses, things like that?
Well, their meteorologists show that in the next 10, 15, 20 years,
Yeah.
they're not going to be profitable here in Texas. So they just decide, hey, let's back out.
No way to do it profitably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So private flood, it's another option. They're a lot more lenient. There's more coverage involved, and it's just so much easier.
When
to
you say
do
there's
business.
more coverage, okay, so you piqued my ear there. So FEMA's got what coverage as a standard?
Actual cash value,
Okay.
per se, and you can get replacement cost coverage with private flood.
So now you just talk technical terms, and I understand the lingo, but there's probably some brand new people on the radio show. When you're talking about actual cash value versus replacement cost, what do you
Actual
mean?
cash value is a depreciated value.
Okay. So if I get a roof, I pay $10,000 for my roof, but I did it 20 years ago.
Now,
the roof is not still worth $10,000. I've used up.
depreciate 2.5% for every year that roof was in existence.
So in other words, I've really lost 2/3 of the value of the roof.
Exactly.
So I've lost $6,700 just in that. I should be replacing it in another 10 years anyway. I've only got a $3,000 worth of life left on the roof.
Exactly.
So with actual cash value, they're going to pay me $3,000 minus my deductible. With replacement costs, they're going to say, "Hey, you're not going to be able to spend $3,000 and get your roof replaced.
Exactly.
You're going to be out of pocket $10,000. So we're going to cover how much you're out of pocket.
Correct.
Minus your deductible.
Correct.
Okay, so that's important. So obviously, replacement cost is going to be more expensive.
Definitely.
Okay, so now do you have the choice of replacement cost versus actual cash value on private flood? But you don't have that option on.
do not have-
it's always actual.
Actual cash value.
Okay, got it. Which also means that because it covers your belongings, for example, right?
Contents.
You have that on private as well.
You have contents as well.
Okay,
Correct.
so I can so in a nutshell, if I'm going to rephrase what you're telling me, is if I go with the FEMA route, I've got a standard policy. All the policies look the same. It's always going to be an actual cash value. I don't have the possibility. I can get. It's always going to include content coverage, right?
That is correct.
But if I go private insurance, because I'm an investor, I may not have any contents in the house.
Right.
Or if I'm either a flipper or I'm a landlord.
Right.
And in either of those cases, the contents are not really my concern, right?
That is correct.
So like my hot water heater, that's not considered contents. That's considered
Attached structure.
attached structure. Okay, so I can really design the plan on private insurance to fit exactly my needs. So how do I get more information? 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or you can go to insureinvestors.com. That's
Correct.
INSURE. It's not insure like the beverage. It's insure with an I.
With an I.
Yeah, insureinvestors with an I.com. Benchmark Insurance. Okay, so beyond the flood insurance, what else should I be looking out for as an investor?
With the flood insurance, with private flood, you will not need an elevation certificate like you will with FEMA.
Now, why is that?
They just don't require it.
Okay.
You can
All elevations are underwritten the same.
correct. Well,
Okay.
if it's now the rate is a little bit higher.
Okay, got it.
Okay, but it keeps you from having to spend $500 to get a survey on a property.
Right.
And we know what the rate is. It's about $1 rate.
Okay.
$50,000 in coverage is going to cost you about $500,
So $50,000 in coverage.
which is more than enough for baseboards, sheetrock,
right.
flooring.
So anything 4 foot and below,
Correct.
$50,000 is going to cover almost everything. So you
Correct.
throw $50,000 of coverage on a policy. Now with FEMA, I have to pay that entire policy up front for the entire year.
That is correct.
Is it the same with this
You will
flood?
have to pay it in full with
Okay.
with private flood as well.
Is it so let's say I've got a flip house. I know I'm going to be selling in the next 6 months, but I know I'm in hurricane season.
Prorated.
It's prorated.
Correct.
Now, do I have the 30-day wait or
Good question. No 30-day wait.
no 30-day wait? But if there's a named storm in there, so don't wait till a storm gets named out in the Gulf. Can't add it then, right?
I had a couple customers that signed up their policy 2 days before the hurricane hit.
No way.
And they covered them over $50,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and I can get a reference on that if needed.
No,
So,
that's your word's bond, right?
Yeah.
So wow, that's
yeah,
fantastic.
it was you got lucky, but in certain cases you have those options. FEMA is not the end all be all.
Yeah, right.
Another thing to look out for, deductibles. Make sure you check your wind and hail deductibles, especially during hurricane season.
Right.
Know your policy. Know what's to come. We will have some hailstorms coming in the next few months.
Yeah. Getting some new roofs.
Right. There's going to be some construction work to go around.
Yeah,
but, right. Just make sure your deductibles are low enough to file the claim. Don't just file the claim.
Right.
Assess the claim first. If you do file the claim and find out you didn't have enough, your
Right.
rate's going to go up anyway.
Right.
So make sure you have enough damage to file that claim.
Correct.
You can find more information on our website. We have a concierge claim service where we assess the claim. We take
And
pictures.
all of that's through the 281-569-4353, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
That is correct. And just kind of guide those clients to filing the right claims.
Right.
$2,000 and $3,000 claims, we really don't advise you filing.
Right. Be out of pocket for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Think like an investor.
Think like an investor.
Yeah. I've always looked at insurance and understand and try to explain it to people that don't understand insurance. People that, I've got insurance, now I want to use it because I'm
Right.
paying money in, I need to get money out.
Right.
That's not the way insurance works.
No.
Think of it like, it's really when the community used to
Savings
get
account.
Yeah, it's when the community used to get together. If one person's barn got, burned down, everybody would get together and rebuild the barn. I mean,
Right.
you don't want to put a burden on the rest of the community unnecessarily. If you're that guy that's said, "Oh man, I just need a new barn," and if Mr. Rogers burned his barn down and everybody in the community found out, they would not help him burn it down. That's a burden on the community that you're taking.
It's a very good analogy.
Yeah, so it's Benchmark Insurance, insureinvestors.com, 281-569-4353. They do all the insurance that you need for investors, but it's not just as investors. If you want your personal home covered, if you want your personal autos covered, if you want a commercial general liability business, if you're, a general contractor, if you're a handyman, if you're an air conditioning guy, if you're a plumber, if you need any kind of general liability insurance, they can help you with that as well. So is there any type of insurance you don't do? You don't do health insurance.
I don't do
right?
health insurance,
right.
but we write life insurance. We write commercial insurance, commercial auto. There's nothing that we can't write.
So you don't write health insurance and you don't write long-term care, I bet, right?
Long-term care, I have some references there.
Yeah.
But, anything property-related, anything casualty-related, we can write. Our rates are phenomenal here in Texas. Yeah, as you know, our property rates are as low as they can be. And we're constantly negotiating the best rates every year. So.
Okay, you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Give them a call. Benchmark Insurance, 281-569-4353.
Thank you.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, You can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs to tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.
No, I was ready.
Quest IRA
Still got 1 minute, so you're good.
1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website.
Have you talked to Brandon?
questira.com.
I thought Brandon was there.
I'm just messing with you.
Hello, real estate.
I was like, oh, Lord.
You need a
Brandon's
lender
here.
that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties.
Yeah.
Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly.
Test, Nikki, 1, 2.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How about you?
Fabulous. Turn him up a little bit.
All right. You're on 2 or 3.
I don't know.
Valued at over $250
Turn to your left.
Jet Lending will help you evaluate
That
your
is my
investment
left.
free and give you feedback on value, cost of repairs.
No, when you went like this, that's to your right.
Jet Lending is your fast and friendly
That's to your
online
left.
source
Yeah, keep going.
for
Yeah, so
first-time
there we go.
investors
Perfect. All
and
right.
professionals.
Yeah.
Call 281
Try it now.
Test,
7800.
Test, Nikki, 1, 2. How about
Oh,
that?
that's a lot better.
Yeah,
That's
All right,
good.
good.
All right.
All right, we got 12 seconds.
Chloe, you want to say hello? Quickly. All right, put the headset off.
Hey,
honey.
sweetie.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Lots of great
We close the
Bye,
door,
boo.
honey.
We'll see you there.
This is Business 1110.
All right, guys, here we go. Hot mics.
All right. Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. Join live in the studio with Brandon with Foundation Check. How are you, man?
Hey, Tom. Glad to be here. New studio.
Yeah,
and
right.
New office and setup. So
Yeah, what do you think of the setup?
Dude, it looks nice. Good
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, appreciate you showing me around this morning. So
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely. Yeah, we're
So-
excited to be here. A lot of room for growth and all that. First class space. I love just the drive up. Just the
Sure.
And
I didn't even know this building was here, but I tell you what, yeah, it's pretty place. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
So tell us what's going on, weather-wise, foundation-wise. What are you seeing out in the field?
Sure. So, we're still hitting a lot of different foundations, of course. Mainly slab on grade with a little bit of pier and beam mixed in.
Yeah.
Still soils are just still very wet, more than anything. So, we've been everything from Sugarland, and we were up at Roman Forest yesterday. So, all the way down to Timber Grove today. So,
Right.
We've been covering a lot of different distances in Houston and seeing a bunch of slabs. So, hopefully, helping some people out. So,
Now, somebody asked me a question last week. They said, hey, is there any reason why if a buy and hold investor wants to buy a rental property, should they only stay with slab on grade, or should they consider, is there any reason not to consider a pier and beam house?
No, I mean, as you know, I own real estate myself.
Right.
I own both,
Right.
pier and beam and slab on grade.
Is there a pro or a con to one versus the other?
Sure. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Slab on grade, in my professional opinion, is a stronger structure. It's going to last longer.
Mm-hmm.
The con to that, though, is that it's traditionally more rigid.
Right.
The under slab plumbing can and will probably be an issue at some point for the
Right.
older homes.
Mm-hmm.
Pier and beam grade house, you're looking at, it's going to have a little bit more movement probably over time. Probably going to be adjusted multiple times, not just once.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously the pro to that is the under slab plumbing you can normally get to real easy.
Right.
And if you've got any issues with the tenant, a sewer line or something, I mean, it's really easy versus if you're inside the city, you got to pull the permits.
Right.
There's a lot of things that go into it as far as the under slab plumbing on slab on grade. So
Yeah, and when you're adjusting piers and it's a pier and beam house, is that more expensive, less expensive than a pier that's on slab on grade?
Yeah, they're running about the same cost right now in
Okay.
the city of Houston. Where the pier and beam houses get a little bit more expensive is if you start on a replacing the rotten wood underneath the floor joist, and a lot of stuff can be saved too. Though I mean, a lot of the pier and beam get kind of knocked over one way or the other,
right.
And it's not that they're installing a new beam necessarily or a new pier; they may just be simply adjusting it. So, but it's all going to depend on how rotten it is underneath.
Right.
Our report, we don't actually crawl underneath.
Right.
Because
you'll do a report on pier and beam houses as well, right?
Yeah, we do the same analysis, the same report. A pier and beam house will tell us if it's deflecting up or down.
Right.
It will tell us where to adjust that pier at.
Right.
But as far as crawling underneath, we just, a lot of people don't do that, and we don't do that, so we're going to rely on the foundation companies to do that. So.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that when it's deflecting, you don't necessarily know, is that soil movement or is that expansion and contraction of the soil itself based on moisture content, or is it termites have gotten involved or rots actually got involved with the beam itself?
That's correct.
So you wouldn't really know that until you get the foundation. And foundation companies, what do they normally charge to come out and look at that?
Yeah, so what'll happen is that they'll come out, they'll do, give them our report. Go ahead and get us, and I will tell you most of our certifications that we look at is traditionally after the fact.
Right.
I'll tell you up front, we can't come out and measure that 80-year-old pier and beam house.
Right.
But I'm going to tell you up front that that 9.5% out of that 10 times it's going to fail.
Right, yeah.
So we recommend using our services on a pier and beam structure, after the foundation company's been out and repaired everything.
Got it.
The opposite occurs if you're on slab on grade.
Yeah.
Where we can hopefully save you guys some money. I often talk to a lot of people that if I could save you 3 to 4 piers per job, then my report basically is paid for.
Yeah.
So
what's the average pier price on a pier and beam that you're seeing out there?
I mean, once again, it all varies on, are they putting a whole new pier up?
Yeah.
Are they just adjusting it? There's a lot of factors that go into. But yeah, anywhere from 175, 225, it's pretty much the same cost as a standard.
And you're seeing that same thing in the slab on grade.
I am.
Okay, so hey, I'm joined live in the studio with Brandon. He's with Foundation Check. That's foundationcheck.com, foundationcheck.com. And the phone number is 346-702-3825, 346-702-3825. So got any plans for the holidays?
Family, friends, like everybody else.
Now, also, you're a big meat preparation kind of guy, right? You smoke, you fry, you do all that. So what's the turkey of choice this year?
Yeah, so
all of the above.
All of the above. So smoked turkey on the Kamado Joe smoker. We're gonna do fried turkey, of course, jalapeno. And then we're throwing out a little prime rib as well.
Okay, so what time should we show up for all of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the address is?
So, we got that in preparation. We're still working on opening up Dallas.
Yeah, right.
Still getting our engineer up there involved, getting him trained up.
Fantastic.
He's coming back down in early part of December.
Awesome.
So hopefully the Dallas guys in the city, we're coming up first quarter. We're going to have a soft opening hopefully in January. Some of the other things we've done over the last month is continue to bring technology out in the field.
Yeah.
With getting the iPad and AutoCAD 360 out in the field. You've seen us out there
doing the hand sketches, right? So instead of doing the hand sketches, you're bringing an iPad out and sketching it on site.
Yeah, so it allows us two different things. Is what we're hopefully going to be able to accomplish by bringing technology out to the field. Is it's going to be accurate. You've seen us count. Engineering paper is tried and true.
Right.
I mean, it's been around forever, and we will continue to use it. If it's raining outside, it's tough to use an iPad.
Sure, right.
And, engineering paper is great. It's what I learned on. We'll continue to use it. But, versus us counting 10 squares on that engineering paper, we're able to draw a line exactly 30 feet down.
Right.
And it's done in the field. And as you know, you're a customer of ours. Mm-hmm. What's the number one thing? Hey, Brandon, can you go check my slab out and let me know.
Yeah, this afternoon.
what is your turn time?
Right. Yeah.
And so we're hoping that our product will continue to be more efficient.
Yeah.
And be more accurate. And we're able to take a look at the AutoCAD drawing out there in the field, make sure it's ready to go, so it can go back to the office, so we can start running those calculations. And we're not having to wait to go from Sugar Land all the way back up north.
Right.
And then redraw everything back into AutoCAD because now we're drawing it out live in person in the field. So hopefully the reporting, will continue to get faster, and so we can get, just better response time to our clients.
So just to recap a little bit about what it is that makes you guys unique is that you guys are actually going out, doing an estimate on what it's going to take, showing the deflection, the tolerance, all of those things, but not just saying, hey, we're 2 inches low here, we're 3 inches high there, things like that, but you're actually looking for what are all the causes, where are the drainage issues, where are the water flow issues, where are the slopes and the landscaping, things like that. You get a lot more information than if you were just to go out and get a foundation bid. And so based on that larger view picture, you're not taking a micro view of what's going on with the slab itself, but you're taking a macro view of like what's really going on in the property, like you would want to do if you own the house. So this is great for investors, great for homeowners, because you do this for homeowners as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our report covers everybody from landlord to owner occupied to house flipper guy that wants to go fast.
Okay.
So
then now you've got a full independent engineer's report. It always bothered me when you're getting information from the guy that's also solving the cure or selling you the cure, right? Yep. That when you get the script written from the doctor and the doctor says, oh, by the way, I also sell the fix, right? Then I'm like, is that really the problem? So you guys are unbiased. Yep. You're not selling the cure, you're writing the prescription and showing essentially the foundation companies this is the right way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. My door's always open, even for the foundation guys. We have a good relationship.
That's a great symbiotic relationship, right?
So, yeah, absolutely. We talk about different angles, different situations out in the field when they're out there lifting. A lot of the repair companies know who we are.
Yeah.
And it's not an open and shut case every time. We've had, last week we looked at a situation where we lifted everything and a wing wall was, it passed our tolerances, but looking at it, the installer said, hey, can we put one more pier here?
Yeah.
Just to make sure to carry this wing wall. And it was more of a cosmetic deal, right? Because he didn't want to lift, and then that wing wall just they don't have a lot of structural support. It would have cracked. And I said, yeah, let's go ahead and put that in there. That makes sense,
right?
So we're there to hopefully save investors, homeowners, the opportunity to get a really true independent, unbiased peer drawing.
2 minutes.
Sounds great. Hey, I'm joined live in the studio with Brandon. He's with Foundation Check. That's foundationcheck.com. His phone number is 346-702-3825. And the exciting news that you're going to be expanding into Dallas soon. Yep. So you're hoping to have that soft launch, you said, January 1st?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or 2nd, I'm sure.
Yeah. So what'll happen is that it'll be by appointment only up in Dallas. So, we're going to have basically 3 days available during the week for us to come out and do assessments. We don't have them completely tied down, but we believe it to be Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
For our engineer to come out. He's a degreed engineer up in Dallas, and we'll come out, do the assessment, and we'll be able to get that report hopefully and start servicing the Dallas market.
All right. So foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com. 346-702-3825. If you want an independent foundation evaluation, someone that's not in the foundation repair business, but the engineers that will look at the deflection, look at the slope, all of those kind of things, and be able to say, hey, this is the minimum that it's going to take to bring it up into building tolerance. And so sometimes that's 3, 4, 5 piers less than what the foundation company is going to tell you needs to be done. But not only that, sometimes you're going to say, hey, you know what? In addition to this, you may want to do a root wall, or you may want to change your gutters or something like that, or you may want to do a little bit of grading difference, or maybe a French drain or something like that. So, because all those things are going to affect the long-term performance of the piers.
Yeah, it will. It'll affect the foundation performance. Also, if you're a house flipper, it's going to show up in the inspection report.
Yeah, it is.
That inspector's going to see it, and then you got to battle at some point. Our report, you're able to take it, send it directly out to the foundation company. It helps with your budgeting.
Yeah.
It helps getting the property set up on the front side, so you're not on the backside trying to figure it out. And we've all been there.
Sounds great. So, Brandon, the music says I'm out of time. Okay. It's great as always having you in here, so all thanks a lot. All right, see you after Thanksgiving.
All right.
Mike's off.
All right, thanks, Nikki.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary pier work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Hello, real estate investors. Do you need a lender that moves fast at the speed of a jet to fund your investment properties? Jet Lending will help you purchase properties quickly with as little cash out of pocket as possible. Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund to help you with repair costs. Jet Lending is your fast and friendly hard money source for first-time investors and seasoned professionals.
All right, Carl's on hold.
Call
Cool.
281-872-7800 or email us at info@jetlending.com.
Sorry, you wanted the time? Stand by.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly
like
general
30
contractor
seconds.
for your investment
good.
property?
All right, I'll be right
Then
back.
call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at AndersonAdvisors.com. And don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
You found or inherited a great investment property.
All right, 30
Problem
seconds.
is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
This is Business 1110.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. Join live via our call-in hotline. Carl with Anderson Advisors, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me again, Tom.
Absolutely. Well, I know we've got new listeners, first time. You know, I remember listening to some talk radio and people call up first time, long time, you know, calling in, asking questions, things like that. And then I also know some people just say, hey, first time ever listening. And so I know sometimes it seems like we're getting repetitive with some of the information we share, but we always have to think about that new guy just getting started. I'm sure you see every time you do an event, it's not the same people in the events that y'all do, right? It's new people every single time. And I know that real estate is a great way to build wealth and income. What are some of the strategies that you're seeing in terms from a legal standpoint, from a tax setup standpoint? What are some of the things? I know we're in November. It's now November 20th. So we're 30 days in November, so 10 days there plus 31 days in December. We're like 41 days to New Year's.
Yeah, absolutely. So usually at this time of the year, there's about a half and half mix of people who are finishing up their tax planning for the year if they've got a tax year end that ends in December 31st, or if we have folks who are, they've already started their new year for 2019 because they'd finished their taxes last quarter. So we have a pretty good steady pace of tax planning, as well as folks who just, this is the time of the year where a little time frees up because of the holidays. So this is the year that, this is their prep time for getting ready to go for 2019. So we've got a bunch of classes always going on and a bunch of folks either just getting in or sharpening up their skills for the year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So what are all the things that if they're not using Anderson Advisors, things that they're probably going to be missing?
Biggest thing is a lot of folks that first come to us are doing everything. They know they should have a business entity, but they're doing all sorts of activity in just one entity, meaning they've got rentals, they've got flips, they're doing wholesaling out of the same entity. So while we believe in paying your fair share of taxes, because taxes do nice things like roads and schools and things like that, they're leaving a tip for Uncle Sam. So we always suggest, we want to break it out. We want to know what you're doing, how you're doing, what situation you're in as an individual, so we can figure out the best plan for you. And we always, like you said, for the new-time listeners, we always talk about our infamous stool at this point, the asset protection, tax planning, and also if you need to be lendable. So everybody's different. Everybody has a sliding scale of where they're at in their investing career. It's really about getting that individualized plan down and what works for that person.
Yeah, there's different phases that I find with the real estate investor. There's an accumulation phase. There's a maintenance phase. If you ever want to sell properties, there's a disposition phase. And depending on where you are in the different phases of, are you trying to grow your wealth? Are you trying to maintain your wealth? Are you trying to convert, assets, from one, convert cash to real estate or real estate to cash? There's all different ways to do that. Someone was asking me just recently about, hey, what happens if you end up with $3 million worth of paid off real estate, single family homes 20 years from now? I mean, how do you ever get your money out? And I'm like, well, you could sell them, in which case you'd pay taxes, right? Or you could borrow money, and we don't normally pay taxes on borrowed money, right? So this is an area where Anderson can give great legal advice, great business advice, great tax advice. And all you need to do is go to rightpathap.com. That's rightpathap.com. Their phone number is 1-800-706-4741, 1-800-706-4741. I know that somebody also had emailed into our offices asking, hey, who do you use to set up LLCs? And I recommended you guys. I also found out that, they were saying, well, what do they charge and all that? And I said, it depends on how many LLCs you want to do. They have different levels of packages. So you don't have even a product in-house that's a one-size-fits-all. Like, hey, you got to come to us and it's, X number of dollars per month or X number of dollars per year. It's not like a membership thing. Hello? Nikki?
Hey, Tom?
Yeah. Have we got an ad?
Tom?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you went dead.
Oh, did I?
We'll come back live after this commercial.
Went dead. How'd we go dead?
Yeah, it went dead.
That's weird.
I don't know.
But a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call.
Is Carl still there?
He's still there.
Yeah.
9911, or check us out online at NextGen Appraisal.
Here we go, hot mics.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hey, welcome back. Sorry, apparently there's a technology glitch here. Sorry about that, Carl.
No, you're fine. There's always gremlins in the wire somewhere. So.
That's exactly right. We'll have to. There is a little bit of stuff going on at the building. We moved into a building that just opened up November 1st, and we've got a great service here and all that. But that's the first glitch we've ever had since we've been here. So, anyhow, as I was saying, that we had somebody that emailed in and was asking about, hey, who do you use to to set up an LLC, and we said you need to give Anderson Advisors a call. Just go over to rightpathap.com, 1-800-706-4741. Well, then the next question they ask is, well, how much does it cost? And I said, well, they have packages for, everyone's needs. For someone that wants to do just a little bit, they only need a few of your services, right? For someone that's going to set up a large business, they're going to require more of your time. A lot of people don't realize that when you're using professional or business, legal, and tax services, it's really about how much time does someone need, right? Most people don't have a need for a full-time bookkeeper, but if you get large enough, you need to bring somebody in-house. So are you going to outsource that, or are you going to bring it in-house? And we recommend that, I don't know of anyone that's large enough to need a full-time in-house attorney. So we like to outsource legal. RightPathAP.com is where they should go. 1-800-706-4741. That's 1-800-706-4741. Caller, are you still there?
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. And the biggest thing, like you said, is nobody needs that full-time help. But what's really nice is at Anderson, obviously, I'm an attorney. There's lots of attorneys that work here. And you have the ability to call us in without getting charged an hourly rate as well. So one of the main focuses of our business is we want to take out that barrier to entry. If I was in Texas with my own firm, it probably cost you at least $500 to walk through the door just to have a simple conversation, or call me up on the phone and I'd be charging you every, the hourly rate as well. Here we wanted to take that barrier out of the way so you can get that general guidance without getting that, that Charmin test bill in the mail. You got to push on it, see how squishy it is, see how much you're going to be spending. So that's one of our big tenets here. And we also, like you mentioned, we are on the same page. We're not only a law firm, we're a tax firm as well. So you're not getting bounced back and forth between your attorney and your CPA. We're on the same page. We're putting you together a plan that'll both protect your assets and is smart from a tax-wise perspective, so you can get the most bang for your buck.
But even better than that, but wait, there's still more. Not only are y'all on the same page where you have legal and you have tax all in the same, but you guys are real estate investors yourselves. So, what I know is that every single industry has its own lingo. And so, like, when I left the health insurance industry and got involved in real estate, one of the first things I had to pick up on was what's the industry lingo within real estate. Well, the legal profession has its own lingo. The CPAs, the accounting people, they have their own lingo. So you're dealing with 3 different foreign languages when you first get started, but you combine all of that, you can actually put it in plain English where a brand new person can understand. So you don't have to learn all 3 languages all at once.
Absolutely. Yep. It's like we're your translator.
Yeah.
I often, when people talk about, being an attorney or reading contracts or things like that, I use the same kind of scenario. It's basically I learned a foreign language, and it's to our clients' benefits that I'm willing to translate it for them. So why not take advantage of that?
Yeah, one of the things that I love that Dave Ramsey says, he says, I think everyone should learn a foreign language. Preferably, he suggests math. Yeah, math is a foreign language. But what's worse than learning math as a foreign language is learning all the legal terms. When you start talking about minimums of title and contracts and liabilities and all the things that are related to legal, and throw into that all the tax rules and regulations and all the changes and all of that. And so are there going to be people that are surprised as investors due to the tax laws that just recently changed?
There absolutely will be. Like you mentioned, most people say, I knew there was some kind of change, but what did it do? And that's one of the things we go over at our events, too, is the most relevant changes to most of our clients are, number one, entertainment expense is gone. There is ubiquitous internet trolls and things out there that want to talk about how you can sneak it in under some other regulation. Not the case. We don't make a habit of making guinea pigs out of our clients, so we wait on IRS guidance. And I would say it's always fair to assume that when the IRS changes something or takes away a benefit, my guess is those people who are trying to still squeeze that entertainment in are about to find themselves in the center of an audit. So it's just good to know little things like that, and there's there's a ton of them that just came out as far as the different changes and, quite frankly, the different benefits with the pass-through entities under the 199A, which is, kind of the short title for the possible 20% you can reduce off your tax if you're using a pass-through entity. So we go through some of that stuff in our courses as well, so our clients know what we're doing. And ultimately, you want to work with somebody who knows what you're doing. We work with, I think Toby said at our last class now, we're almost up to 30,000 clients. The great majority of them do real estate. So I think that knowledge of working with so many folks obviously gives us a good, a finger on the pulse of the market, where to find the deductions, what to look for, and quite frankly, what to tell the folks out there to be looking for, because as I'm known for saying, you don't know what you don't know. So let us help you know what you need to know.
That sounds great, Carl. The music says I'm out of time. I've been joined by Carl at Anderson Advisors, rightpathap.com. That's rightpathap.com. 1-800-706-4741, 1-800-706-4741. Carl, thanks for being on the show. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Tom. You guys too.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Mike's off.
All right, thanks. I'll be right back.
Hi, Clinton Jones here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know, the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Hey, Tom, how long are you going to be in the office today?
Not very long. Why would he need?
Okay, well, I'm going to call you right after the show. I just need to talk about Thursday and Friday for the show.
Okay, cool.
Jet Lending also sets up a repair escrow fund.
Yeah, I'll be available by phone. I just won't be in the office.
Okay, no worries. Do you have a meeting right after the show today?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to call you right after we're done.
All right, sounds good.
281-872-7800.
Yeah, I've just got to print out some things and sign them. So I'll be here in the office for probably 30 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go run some errands.
If you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Selecting a foundation company
All right, 1 minute.
and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated.
However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825, or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. What we're going to do is talk about next steps if you want to get started in real estate. You know, everybody's got to start learning what it takes to, nothing different than, you know, learning how to bake a cake. Got to learn what the, you know, where to get the best ingredients, you know, what are the ingredients that go in it, what are the quantities. You know, the same thing happens with a real estate transaction. It's really, you know, I can't say it's not much different, but there's a formula to success in real estate. And a lot of people don't know what the formula is. And there's a lot of areas, there's so many moving parts in real estate. It's a very, very simple business. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do real estate. All it takes is learning what the process is. And if you want to start learning the process, it is worth it. You can learn it on your own. I mean, you could have taught yourself calculus, right? You could have bought a book about calculus. You could have bought a book about physics, but you could have bought a book about mechanical engineering. But many of y'all didn't do that. What you did is you went to a class and you learned how to do it. What that does is it shortens the learning curve. The older I get, two things have happened. One is I want to learn things quickly. I want to turn up the learning curve. So anything I can do to accelerate the learning curve, I do that. Number two is I outsource a lot. In other words, I recognize I can't be a 10 at everything. In fact, there's only 2 or 3 things that on a scale of 1 to 10, if I were to rate myself, there's only 2 or 3 things that I can be a 10 at. And if I really focus on doing those tasks all the time, all the other things I outsource. You know, I was just looking at, I know that there are people that are a 10 at social media, for example. And I'm just not a 10 at social media. So I can either learn all the ins and outs. I could spend the next, 90 days, 120 days, 150, 180 days, really delving in, learning all the ins and outs, tips and tricks, be my own social media expert. Or I can hire somebody that has already done that and reward them for the effort they've already put in so that I don't have to do that. And that allows me to stay focused on the things that I need to do. So if this sounds like it resonates with you, what I need you to do is head over to rightpathrealestate.com. That's rightpathrealestate.com. I want you to register for our next event. The best way to build wealth and income in America today is through single-family real estate. There's nothing better. If you don't believe me, I'm willing to have that conversation. Nothing's better. Register for our next free event, which is tonight. I'll be live tonight teaching people who want to grow their wealth and income. It starts at 6 o'clock. I'll see you there. rightpathrealestate.com. Thanks for listening. Be in the studio tomorrow. Bye-bye.